Yes, thank you for joining me again.
Thank you for having me again.
Great. So I just want us to talk about how members can start preparing for the two-pot system. I understand we're just a few weeks away from the implementation date of the two-pot system. So what are the things that members should be preparing in terms of, especially for those who are anticipating to place a withdrawal when 1st of September kicks in? What are the items or documents that they need to prepare? Maybe if you can just take us through the whole process of claiming.
Sure. Thank you very much. So yes, we are T-minus 4.5 weeks to two-pot. Yes. So we're very lucky and grateful that the President has signed the bill. But let's talk about what members need to be aware of for the implementation. I think the biggest thing is that members need to be aware of where they sit from a fund credit point of view. So they need to go and actually engage their funds or their administrators to see what balance they have available. Remember, in one of the previous podcasts, we talk about a 2,000 Rand minimum for withdrawal. Members need to go and see whether or not they will meet that minimum withdrawal. Yeah. They need to find out what fees will be charged, what their marginal tax rate is, etc. More importantly, members will need to know how to claim for those that want to do savings spot claims, right? So we understand that some administrators are going the traditional route by doing paper claim forms and manually processing. Salt Employee Benefits has taken a different route. We are going exclusively online for our savings spot claims. We are not asking for any documentation. We have built in a verification system with a direct link to Home Affairs, and there's two options for members. They can either do it themselves through our member portals, and I'm pleased to announce that we've done an analysis, and plus minus 85% on average of the members on all of the funds that we administer already belong to our member portals. So we're happy that the uptake is high already. So we'll be pushing out communication via those channels, videos, etc., so that members know how to claim and when to claim. But that same member portal that 85% of our members are registered on is what they will be using to claim. So, nice. Yes, so they literally go to, yes, we'll be showing them a visual on our member portal that shows them the 4 pots. So remember, we said some people have vested, some have non-vested, savings and retirement. Yes. So of course, our over 55s, they will only see a vested pot on the screen because they won't be auto-enrolled into the 2-pot system. Whereas everybody that was under 55 as at the 1st of March 2021, they will be auto-enrolled into the system. So they'll automatically see 4 pots. It doesn't mean that they'll have money in all 4 pots. Mm-hmm. So for example, members that have only joined after the 1st of March 2021, so let's say in 2022 sometime, they won't have a vested pot, they'll have a non-vested pot if they didn't have a transfer in from another fund. So they'll be able to see that, and in addition, the savings pot will show them whether it's green or red. So green indicating that they are eligible to withdraw, red indicating that they don't have enough cash in the pot as yet to withdraw. So that's that minimum of 2,000. Members, we understand that not everybody is tech savvy, so we have also front offices on all our major funds that are accessible. If you go onto our website or onto the funds websites, then you will be able to get the addresses for those front offices. So for members that are unsure or would prefer to talk to somebody, they are more than welcome to come into our front offices, and we will guide them through the online claims process. All claims will be done online. We do immediate bank verification while the member is sitting with us. They don't need to bring bank statements. We use the ID and the banking system to do the check. And we also do the Home Affairs verification. That's done 2 ways, either through biometrics in the front offices with their fingers on a fingerprint scanner. Alternatively, for the members claiming remotely, they do it via facial recognition on a smartphone. It's sent via an SMS, the link. So a lot of people are concerned, what if I don't have a smartphone with a camera? Yes. You can send the link to a friend or to a relative that has a smartphone and utilize their smartphone. So it doesn't matter which phone or which laptop or internet cafe you utilize, as long as it sees your face, it will match it back to Home Affairs and say to us that it's 100% or 99% match. match. So you'll see that we're trying to make it as seamless as possible for members. So tax number, open an active bank account, and they must be registered on our member portal.
Simple. 100% paperless. I like that.
Yes.
You are really leading the technology space. I really do like that.
I think, Bianca, for us, it's important to understand, and you mentioned it in a previous podcast, we have security guards and drivers as our biggest membership base. Yes. And we understand that they are a highly mobile population. They don't sit like you and I in the same office every day. So they are either on site as security guards, or they're traveling between places as drivers. And so what we looked at with the technology is a way to make it easy for our members. Absolutely. So that they can claim wherever they are. They don't have to come to our offices in order to put in a claim for the savings pot. And that was really the driver behind it.
Right. And I must just emphasize that I like the idea of having an alternative way of submitting a claim. You are still keeping it online, but you also understand that you have others who are not really technologically savvy, and they belong to the offline population. Yes. And therefore, they are more than welcome to go to the walk-in centers that are situated across the country.
Correct.
To get the same help. I really like that angle. Thank
you. In addition, we do have mobile vans that will be traveling to the regions where we don't have front offices or walk-in centers over the next couple of months. So if members wanted to visit those vans, we send those schedules out via the fund pages, and they can visit the van to do their claims as well.
Okay, great. And I'm not too sure if you have that information now, because I understand administrators, everyone is on this journey. 1st of September will be on the same race line.
Yes.
And no one has experienced this, and they're not too sure what's waiting for us after this 1st of September.
Yes.
Do you perhaps know more or less the turnaround time of those claims? Or is it the same turnaround time, or this one is different?
So what we're putting in a maximum turnaround of 4 weeks, depending on traffic, so volumes of claims coming in. Also, we are dependent on SARS for directives. There's also disinvestments that need to happen. So we've given ourselves, and we're engaging with our funds for a 4-week turnaround time. But experience, because we're already using these portals for normal exit claims, shows that we can achieve payment within 1 to 2 weeks. So Incredible. 1 to 4 weeks for a maximum of 4 weeks.
Okay, great. I recently read you at your newsletter where you were now explaining about the seeding process, that the legislation allows you to only start seeding, I think, on the 1st of September.
Correct.
And that process can take a little bit of days. Would you mind just taking me through that process, and when can members start claiming?
Sure. Thank you very much. So the seeding process can only kick off after the 31st of August, meaning on the 1st of September. So the reason for that is most of the fund rules that we've seen read fund credit as at 31 August 2024, meaning we need to see what the value is as at the 31st of August 2024, and then we start running our algorithms from the 1st of September. Now, SALT in particular manages large industry funds. So we're talking about tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of records per fund that we administer.
That's massive. Yeah.
It's massive, yes. So from a resources point of view, our systems support team has indicated between 5 to 10 working days to have all of the seeding completed. It means that they'll go into the system, will automatically do it, but they do need time for these things to happen. So the system will go in, look at the fund credit, see what 10% is, and move that into the savings pot. And that needs to happen, if I look at the SALT portfolio, for over probably 750,000 people. So it's a massive amount of records.
I can imagine.
And so we're hoping that by the 10th of September, we're completely done with all our funds from a seeding perspective. And the minute that the member can see the savings and the retirement pot on the screen and the values are populated, they can start submitting their claims. So then it will be 2 to 3 or 4 weeks from there. So we expect to pay the first claims towards the end of September 2024.
So it's still within September?
Yes.
Okay, then
absolutely.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Yes.
So just as a closing note, that members should be aware that they can only start claiming from the 10th of September. Although the legislation is starting on the 1st of September, the fund administrators still need to process what is called seed capital processing.
Yes.
1st of September all the way until the 9th, and then members will be able to submit their claims from the 10th, and they can expect the payouts within the same month. Yes, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.